Hi, this is Ariana McTammany reporting to you from Channel 9, and today I have two guests with us, Alex Kaganzib and Steve Plevins. How are you both today?
Fine, about yourself tonight?
I'm well, thank you, and that's
I'm doing
great to
very well
hear.
here
That's
too,
good.
thanks.
Well, these two men started an important project within our community 6 years ago, called Project Thanksgiving. And as Steve, as you had mentioned before, this was something that you had started on a whim, and it
Well, both of us started.
well, you both started on a
Yeah,
whim, and
yeah.
it progressed into something much more and worthwhile. Can you tell us about it and how it got started?
Long story short is, Steve and I have been active in the community for many, many years. Steve's worked with inner city youth for 20, 30 years. He's
keep
received
going.
numerous awards
40.
over the years. And I've been doing something similar, working with children who need toys and food. So 6 years ago, I approached Steve and I said, why don't we do something collectively? Put our heads together and do one large project rather than two separate projects. So we got together and we gave it a thought, and we decided to collect food for the Salvation Army. I did some research to see what they needed, and what they needed most is they need fresh meat. So we decided to do a turkey drive for the Salvation Army, and that's how we started.
Yeah, I agree. We started and we really had an attitude of let's have fun doing this. Let's have fun. And we recruited volunteer people to put at different locations, and it all came out good. Like, we were kind of shocked. We didn't know what we'd do, but the first time we met, we got 330 turkeys.
The first year we started this, we had no idea what to expect.
Right, right.
We knew we'd be successful, and not to boast, but because Steve, again, received so many awards over the years. We both are active. We both knew that we can do something positive, but we had no idea how big it would get.
Exactly.
So the first year, my ambition was to collect 30 turkeys the first year, and instead, as it turned out, we had 330 turkeys. So it's surpassed our expectations the first year, and it's grown tremendously ever since. Steve made a good point, and the one thing we decided to do is we wanted to do something different than any other turkey collection. We want to make it fun. The sponsors that we work with are the Bettino ShopRites. They're one of the original sponsors. They've been fantastic. The other sponsor is Cruisin' 92.1 FM WVLT, located in Violin, and they've been phenomenal. So through them, we've been able to really inject a lot of fun, excitement, entertainment into this. Last year, DJ Joe Gorgo broadcast live from Lincoln ShopRites in Violin. And I just remember them saying that, so they had the patrons dancing in the streets. We had another DJ from the station, DJ Al Snyder. He's in Sewell, and he broadcasts all live from the Sewell ShopRite. So yeah, we just want to make this fun so that people donate, but also they have a good time in the process.
In Cumberland, we have somebody from the Salvation Army drive around to each site and to pick up the turkeys. And we have a huge truck with a freezer in it. We bring it back to the Salvation Army and to put it in the freezer. So that's how it goes about in that way.
Gloucester, we have 3 drop-off locations. It's still basically a ShopRite sponsored program. We work with 2 ShopRites in Gloucester County for the collection sites. There's a Gloucester County drop-off sites in Sewell and Mullica Hill. There are 2 ShopRites. And also we work closely with the Venice Italian Eatery in Pittman as well. So they're the 3 sites in Gloucester County. Everything we collect at those 3 sites goes to the Food Bank of South Jersey.
As we've gone on year after year, we've got different businesses. We work close with the Chamber of Commerce in Violin. Different businesses. Each year there's been an increase of them, supporting the program. Like this year, Susquehanna Bank has come forward, and also Newfield Bank. This is just this year. At the beginning of the program, we started off PNC Bank was the first bank to jump on.
Correct.
Now, another one that's been a great help to us is Violin Construction. That's on Park Avenue over there at Park and West. But they've been a great sponsor. So people are jumping on board and sponsoring this so we can get enough turkeys to feed the needy people. I remember last year, everything we said, was done. We fed everybody, and that was
The
it.
best part about this is it's run by volunteers. There are no paid staff. Nobody gets a salary for this. Being a social worker, I guess we call this a grassroots effort. We have a team of, I'm not sure how many volunteers, but it's amazing how many staff and volunteers we've had over the years supporting us.
You had the youth volunteers over there last year. Was it National Honor Society?
Oh, yeah.
You had a good bunch.
Yes,
You had a good
they're
bunch last year.
phenomenal. Oh, they're great. I got a call from Clayton Mayor Tom Bianco 3 years ago, and he says, call this young lady. So I called her, and come to find out, she's the advisor of the Clayton High School Honor Society Club, and they wanted to support us. So the past 3 years, they've been collecting turkeys for us at the Mullica Hill ShopRite, and they've been
Yeah.
they've been phenomenal.
The Interact Club from Violent High School takes part in helping us out. Also, believe it or not, the girls softball team, they come out and help us out. And the Rotary Club. Rotary is a great organization.
Phenomenal.
So we just have volunteers at each one. We just make a setup with, and the people are out there the whole time that they're there, But we have one secret weapon that we have, this secret weapon is really interesting. It's a guy called Nigel.
It's been about 5 years ago. Mrs. Gloucester County, she and her husband were members of the Air National Guard in Gloucester County. The husband went to war to serve towards his duty, so his wife stayed home and homeschooled their 4 or 5 kids. Because the husband was overseas fighting for us and she homeschooled the kids, they fell into financial difficulties. So she went to the Salvation Army for support and got support from the Salvation Army. Husband came back home, they got back on their feet financially, and she wanted to support the Salvation Army. Because we support them, they told her, want to contact Project Thanksgiving. So she did, we got together, and she goes, Alex, how can I help?
Mm-hmm.
And we just began discussing putting on a skit to make it kid-friendly. And I've got a friend that's a writer, so he was willing to write the skits. One of his friends is a promoter, his own production company. So from a little skit, it grew to this big production. So Mrs. Gloucester County, she said, why don't we make a costume for the mascot? Don't buy one, we'll make one. So she in turn, she made this mascot on her own. I say she made it stitch by stitch, feather by feather. It's a turkey outfit that somebody actually wears. I tried it on, it fits me, so you can see how big it is.
Yeah.
And with the writer friends and the producer, they wanted to give him an English accent. So they gave him, on the costume, she attached a monocle, a top hat, a cane, the big mustache. So he needed an English name, not Tom Turkey. So at the meeting, somebody mentioned Nigel.
Nigel.
And we stopped, and we're like, that's it. So we call him Nigel. And he's a mascot. There's a friend of mine.
Have you seen the Philly Fanatic?
Yes,
It's better than
yes,
that.
Yep.
The
Phenomenal.
woman did a tremendous job. And when that Nigel comes around to front of different places, the kids love it. It's been really a good 6 years. We really enjoyed it. We hope we helped a lot of people. I take part in giving the turkeys out, and it's a great satisfaction. Doing that.
Over the years, we've learned that a lot of the local stores, they allow patrons to earn gift certificates for frozen turkeys if they spend so much money.
Okay.
So we collect frozen turkeys, we accept these store certificates for frozen turkeys.
Or you can donate $20, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, well, $20 or anything.
Anything, yeah.
But 20 buys one. 2020.
Yeah.
Correct. I remember a story 5 years ago. The Salvation Army has red kettles at the tables, and there was a gentleman in Violin who walked a couple miles purposefully to get to the shop rate to reach in his pocket, pull out change, and put the change he had in the red kettle, just so he can support the project.
Yeah.
We also accept checks. We're not 501c, so the checks have to be payable to Salvation Army.
In Violin, you had to, Salvation Army Violin Corps, that's who it's made out to, and then Project Thanksgiving somewhere on the check, you know.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or the Food Bank of South Jersey as well.
Okay.
So this year, we've expanded to the point where this year we had the supports of Miss Violin, Miss West Deptford, Miss Gloucester County's Outstanding Teen. I know I'm forgetting
I
somebody.
tried to change positions with him on those four, but it didn't work out.
It's amazing. These young ladies, they really want to support us. So I put together a list of guest appearances where they're going to appear at each location. So we can just let the public know that they can stop by any one of these locations and meet one of the title holders, meet Nigel, or they can enjoy the music of DJ Joe Gorgo or DJ Al Snyder. So again, anything to really make it fun. We do have a really active Facebook page.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
It's
That's
Project
good.
Thanksgiving NJ.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then you can just like that page and.
Correct.
Oh, yeah,
Go from
definitely.
there.
Sure.
Correct.
Okay.
Sure.
Correct. I do
good.
post on there virtually every day, so if you want any information or an update, feel free to visit the Facebook page. Again, it's Project Thanksgiving NJ. That's where I'll be posting all the guest appearances for the DJs, the title holders, all the basic information you need.
Yeah.
Steve and I take this very serious, and again, when we got together 6 years ago, we are very community oriented. We do have some connection with the casinos, so about a month ago, we made an appointment. We met with Mayor Guardian down in Atlantic City to offer our support for the casino workers. A lot of the casino workers live in Cumberland County and also Gloucester County. So we spoke with Mayor Guardian and we shared with him what we do. And we just said, we can't solve your problems because there's so many he has. But at least we can support some of the families that are losing their jobs with the casino closures that live in Gloucester and Cumberland County.
Right.
We did speak, well, you spoke with Major Barriera,
Mhm.
the Violin Salvation Army, and they agreed to set aside some turkeys for the casino workers if they do need one, for those who lost their jobs from the casino closures.
Oh, wow. Okay,
Mhm.
okay. Was there anything else you'd like to mention?
Let me see, I guess it's getting close. No, just really thanking all the volunteers that we have. We have an army of volunteers, and we want to thank them, and also, you know, urge them in Violin maybe to come out and help us give out the turkeys. And we're just looking for a year. We try to surpass our record each year, you know. So we hope that we can do that and feed everybody who signed up. And that's it. Any questions, you know, you could always call either one of us. And I think that's about all for this time. You have any comments for?
Just to also thank the volunteers for supporting us, the volunteers and the sponsors. We've had some volunteers and sponsors that have been with us since day one. And again, the Bettino family for one,
Oh, they're great.
Lincoln ShopRite for another,
Right.
Cruiser 92.1, they've been with us since day one, phenomenal people.
Yeah, one group I like to really specially honor, because this is different than the other groups, is the Venice Italian Eatery. Is that the name of it? Venice
Yes.
Italian Eatery in
Yes.
Pittman. This guy has his own restaurant. Ron Zold, his name is Zold, and he just closes his place down and gives, and he claims he gives approximately 500 dinners out to people who need it. And it's just a unique place. It's unique, and I had to bring that up because Ron does an excellent job, you know.
when I began working with Mrs. Gloucester County and I saw how impoverished she and her husband were being veterans, I'm a veteran too, so it kind of touched me.
Mm-hmm.
And I approached Ron Zold and I said, Ron, if Project Thanksgiving provides you with some food, extra food, will you be willing to allow us to send veterans to your restaurants? So at least the veterans that are coming home from the wars will have a nice hot meal for Thanksgiving. And he says, that's a great idea. So that's how we began working with Ron Zold. So every year, we work in conjunction with Ron. We provide him with some resources. I have tickets made up for veterans, and it's thank you tickets that we offer to veterans and their families.
Oh, what a great
Thank you
idea.
for serving their country.
Mhm.
And we give them to a gentleman in Gloucester County. He in turn gives them to the veterans and the family. And Thanksgiving Day, they go to Venice Italian Eatery, and Ron provides them with a free meal, courtesy of Project Thanksgiving and courtesy of Ron Zold and the Venice Italian Eatery.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
wonderful.
it's great.
Well, we thank you both for coming out here today. What you do, all your hard work and
Yeah,
your
thanks.
dedication, it's truly commendable. Thank you for coming out, and this has been Ariana McTaveney. Thank you for watching, and hope to see you soon.